That's a really good point. Again, Cassandra is one of the best lane swapping champions. The reason why he is still first pickable in regions globally. So for Fnatic,
credit to Caps, he's done a good job of keeping a very small CS lead, which is going to be equalized once Humanoid catches this wave, but it looks like he's trying to...
Mickey! Right under turret! One more shot denied. A Zenith blade taken. Mickey still rooted up and a shield of Durand as LeBron looks to pop that sunlight, but he's going to give the kill over to Skumond. Mickey decided to make it personal.
That definitely felt a little bit personal.
However, because as those grubs spawn in a couple of minutes, as just hold, Caps going to get hair splashed on Mickey's back again. Takes it out on Labrov this time around. As good trade from Caps in the meantime, but Labrov now in his defensive route is caught out by Upset. Mickey's still thinking about going forward. His Ignite not burned in the end as he continues zoning out, and Caps now knows he's in trouble if he stays.
Keep an eye on Razork though. Can you get him?
Maybe Caps doesn't know. He does indeed. He just ulties and there you go. Easy execute for Humanoid. Another kill over to Fnatic as we get out our ulti. Okay, it's now to Sovereign Reign for Oscarinen as he sits in and he's all out. Might do a little bit of damage, but there's a Pantheon in the mix to make it unfair. Flash with a Comet Spear, and Skumond is good again.
A combination we saw work to great at themselves, even at kills 9 minutes in.
It does look like Oscarinen hasn't got a lot of experience playing against Swain though, because he was not winning that, and he was the one that chose to start that one off, so definitely struggled, but bot lane.
And the 2v2 again. I mean,
oh my God.
Fnatic thrive though. It's not just Mickey with Razork Dagda, it's Mickey and Upset. Now making G2's Upset.
They don't take the risk. Back out onto the map we go.
Well, Caps is going to pop the Between Worlds, so now the ulti's out, the Solus there comes in handy, but Caps just autos down, rebuttal, won't do a damn thing. Labrov secures Humanoid, puts him in the dirt while the remaining grubs
Potential dive, Caps hovering in the river. They haven't actually spotted that the Dragon has been started just yet. The bot push in makes it easier for that one to be kicked off.
Skumond's here as well, and Zenith Blade compared to the Steadfast Presence cooldown is massive. Stunned up, and Skumond has now found an easy target, but ignited mid-ulti. As it goes to Labrov yet again. Razork's here, he pops his ulti, that's because Oscarinen's here to help out as well. Skumond looks for the turn, meanwhile onto Upset, but he won't find it. A shutdown over to the Corki, while Oscar says the G2 bot lane needs to go away, and I can see an eclipse, but not enough to execute Labrov.
I can't believe Labrov didn't die off the back of that. Sub 100 HP, but not enough in the tank, and now Razork getting a few taps from...
Hans basically has no mana left, and when Oscar arrives from the flank, it becomes too difficult. Now the flash into the blade.
For the Demonic Ascension, and with a keep in place, Humanoid can't rebut everything. Once again, the never move keeps him down. And Skumond again, it feels like his Pantheon is controlling the game once more.
The damage from this Pantheon is just relentless in the early game, but Mickey has set his sights on Caps once more. No minion wave though. Caps able to clear that wave out before the dive can come through.
Oscar got him though, against the wall. Caps now presents himself. Great shove, ulti as well. That was cleaner. Labrov now no flash, and bot side river is Fnatic's.
Yeah, and this is kind of where the... Oh, hang on.
He's doing something. Steadfast Presence. He's going to have the ulti here. Zenith Blade is denied, but Mickey shoves away. This guy's such a rat.
Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to achieve there. Oh,
Oscarinen. Caps can't get away. He wants to go to the edge now. He's on the left side, but on the wrong side is what I'll say. Fnatic are bringing up support, teleport in, but is there enough damage? You have your answer. Oscarinen with a solo kill.
Caps cutting these plays on side lanes, diving into the enemy jungle for plays.
And look at the timing, the coordination, but it looks like G2 is looking to answer.
Great solo snare from Humanoid, brings it off as a quick rebuttal, reminds Hans Summer who's boss. Against the wall, Mickey does the same and says, see you later. You can't replace me. A double over to Upset as well as Broken Blade is jumped on in. His Demonic Flare has done some work as now the top laners also get involved on another end. It's Oscarinen in the all-out, bumping and weaving and dodging. Another solar flare on the right, and another execute from Humanoid to say goodnight. Skumond will run, but not far enough, and Fnatic are breaking the mold.
Fnatic find the team fight they need to shut G2 back. Now with Rift Curl and Toe going the wrong direction, but finds the right way. They will be able to get mid-turn off the back as well.
A convincing ace from Fnatic wipes G2 off the map, and we'll see our first significant gold lead of the game. 3.3k.
Side lane hoping to equalize this goal a bit, but Arakan is now up. Teleport's going to have to be burned as Fnatic start this off.
And they want to try and get both of them here. Upset going to finish off the Dragon. Waits for the Ezreal ultimate to come through.
Well done.
Nicely done. And now Adakan to boot as well. Caps is reset. I don't know if G2 realized that this has gone down as quickly as they thought.
I mean, they're not in a position to contest. Here comes Skewmon, the TP coming through.
It interrupts again. Mickey's been clean on the poppies. He's just wasting time away from the Adakan. He drew Skewmon in, who has the star fall in as Humanoid. It's probably going to be the target. You look at the solar flare, you look at the steal, and now there's a choice. Caps runs in, and G2 have no more fear. I thought it was doomed. I thought Skewmon had absolutely nothing, but he took absolutely everything.
They overplayed their hand, and G2 was able to punish. So far, Fnatic and G2 are delivering. Now G2 have reclaimed all of that control that they've lost. Immediately, they move into the enemy jungle. Mickey's been found.
And supports keep doing this. They keep finding each other, but Mickey ults away Labrov while now running for his own life, but he'll die. Mickey was looking to disengage, and they won't let him from G2. Upset moving up to the wave as well. That turret is non-existent. Summer just takes it with his bare hands.
Maybe BB was right. G2
now remember again. This is Solar Flare, rather. Zenith Blade from Labrov almost connects. Oscar in was taking the turret. He did succeed.
Humanoid, remember, he can use the W onto the Zenith Blade. Ooh.
Okay, no one's called out. Not unless it might be Mickey here. Humanoid sets up the rebuttal again. Caps pops the ulti. Looks for the solar kill. Doesn't find it with the last auto. He withdraws. But Humanoid will have to.
How easy you think you are right now?
Mickey looking for an angle. Labrov again. Mickey's quite fast. These supports have been the start and even the finisher, and Labrov even shows a great shield flash. Mickey's down immediately as Skewmon, he ultis in. He's looking for a new target. Now it's onto Oscar, but against the wall, against an old turret, he stands. Oscar ultis in AoE though. Broken Blade is demonically ascending. Kept in place is Oscar with no tank stats to speak of. G2 have done it yet again.
Great call from Labrov, just flashes on Mickey, says I don't care if you can get rid of the Zenith Blade, I'm just going to bop you in the face with the shield. And with that now, G2 get control over the Dragon. Fnatic still trying to contest, but Razork is a long way from here.
Humanoid's going to try at least a poke out. Every single rebuttal you're waiting for, presses it, nicely done, but it's not going to stop the Solar Flare. He kites away, Humanoid still zoning through a Solar Snare, that's great as well, but Upset goes over and gets a pick. The power of this mid-80 carry. Get one back for the Costa Dragon.
That may have been a crucial
to try and contest this. Great vision control from G2 in the area.
Caps' angle is huge, looking for that ultimate to set the pit alight. Mickey zones out the back. Fnatic are going to look to take this one with no contest. Skewmon stole the last one. Can he do it again? On the back of the pit, Skewmon can't set his spear alight. Now it's a fight and fight and fight. With a 1-for-1, the pit is done, and we look around red for the crowd to begun. Labrov against the wall, Mickey shoves, and Fnatic have strangleholded and hurt me, Oscar. That hit deep, but at least you still won the fight.
To get close, Oscar test the waters.
Caps still with that ulti, no flash available, but he thinks about doing it as Huntama gets poked on out. Caps again between worlds as he pokes Upset. Great jump, but now he's against the wall, and he's about to die. He sets up the between worlds before going through, and now Broken Blade is disengaged. You look at Fnatic, they've taken Labrov over the wall, and they've got an individual member right in front of them. An easy execute for Humanoid, and the disengage from Fnatic was very well needed.
Mickey got the follow-up on towards Caps, but more importantly,
immediately, Caps with no summoner is big as Fnatic are in front of the Dragon. They started off.
But it's really difficult for G2 to try and get any sort of window here. Fnatic too far forward though. Caps can get in here.
But he doesn't want Oscar in. You can see he does not want that Cassante. G2 see him right in the deer in headlights, but Humanoid might be a real target. Never move is good. G2 on the wrong side of the map. The Solar Snare gets Broken Blade. Oscar happy to take it up. He's got double mountain after all now, but the flash on in. The engage from Razork. We talked about it. He sets it up. He locks it in against the wall. Mickey's done some CC as well. It's a fight on multiple fronts. G2 have won bot. Mid is winning Fnatic as Oscar has turned into the all-out. Those Natofos hurt like holy hell. Fnatic have won top. G2 have won bot. Everyone disengages.
I don't know if it's over though. Broken Blade can TP back in.
Fight execution. That one wasn't that significant really on either side. Dragon was of course secured for Fnatic. Labrov and Caps.
Caught out. Solar Flare locks him down. He tried to make the pinch, but instead he's getting cut himself. Razork ultis in as Caps goes between worlds. Razork slowed down.
Caps!
Look at the jungler. He jumps back in, but Caps has done on the burst. Oscarinen is in his ulti self, looks for the flip, flashed away his G2, now spacing. But they have 5. Lebrov's health bar, the only indicator that something went well for
Still
Fnatic.
a lot of members of Fnatic though, and that's a lot of damage that can be done. TP coming through, Caps trying to play off towards the side, doesn't have the ultimate available.
But the cooldown is jumping down ever so slightly. Caps have been spotted out. The flank is there. Oscarinen runs into the enemy. Smite, the solar snare is great. Caps burning from the side though, and Fnatic are taking too much damage. A solar flare this time. A flash from the two-shot barrage. Flash from Humanoid. He wanted to snare. For Fnatic, it will be a trade. But can G2 do this fast enough, gents?
It's a good question. Oscarinen walks into Lebrov though.
Walks into a solar flare. He's unstoppable for now, but how much more stuns are there to go? G2 is a 5-man stack with the demonic censured up. Broken Blade happily walks in. He flares once, looking for now another as he slowly stacks up. Lebrov gets a good engage. Fnatic are running away, but G2 are winning this play. Humanoid, he decides to eclipse the sun, but it was too bright for Fnatic. They're getting blasted, reamed, torn apart by Hans Summer. G2 are low, but Fnatic are dead for 50 seconds with their jungle mid.
I mean, that should be an easy. And the slow, drawn-out retreat from Oscar made it possible for G2 to chip away at his HP bar, and the front line was no more for Fnatic.
Yeah, I mean, the rise.
Is Caps in trouble, actually? All out used. Ulti going to be used. He goes back in. He takes it a second time. He's golden, but Oscar has a flip of the wrist as Caps is running for his life. I mean, Oscar chasing, upset as well. Valkyrie smash in the face. Caps is dead. And we just highlighted this guy, but that's a big mistake.
I don't know if it is though, because yes, you get the pick, but they've stopped Upset. They wanted the kill.
Not the spear triumphs yet again. Skumon sent away. His comet, no. The eye, no. A rocket after that as Skumon is trying to tank it out. He is still a beefy boy, but Oscarinen is slowly chasing. G2 are giving back up. Solar flare in a choke. Maybe it's turning for G2. Him with a flip back. A demonic ascension again. This one comes from Satan himself. No rebuttal for you. Instead, I have a counterpoint, and that's G2 winning game 1.
That's what I was going to say. You end up with Fnatic over-committing towards that bottom side of the map with Upset. So, yes, Upset gets away.
Vision on Caps right now. He's going to catch the mid wave. They feel like that they have control over the river. They're going to... Lebrov.
He face checks on a blast cone. He is waiting, willing. Solar snare not connecting.
I mean, Caps isn't there.
Wants it, as you said. Caps is going to come in slow, so they're going to take the 4v5. Fnatic might have this fight. Broken Blade goes into the ulti, but he's dead before he can do anything about it. Lebrov gets denied by Mickey. As you can see, Hans Summer is firing away. Razork has to get on him, get in the way, but this Ezreal is unleashed. And you might say, yes, hysteric, but Fnatic are winning fight. But watch Hans Summer. Ian again. Auto attack. Q. Mystic shot. Hans, it's your mama. Fnatic are running down. Upset's got no health left. Caps might miss, but not for long. Ezreal, I think, is a little bit strong right now, as Humanoid is the only remnant left alive. And G2, as they chase, the damage is imminent. The flush away from Humanoid is evident, and Caps is going to get in his face. A rebuttal, a mystic shot again. Hans Summer will take him out for the ace.
In a 4 versus 5, where Caps cannot be to do as he pleases in that fight. And now G2, they please the Baron. But Fnatic aren't too.
A cheeky Hex Flash, Solar Flare onto Mickey as well. He's going to be never moved, and Broken Blade gets free access now as well. Mickey's dead in an instant. That Poppy ain't tanky at all.
I think
and
it's
the Hex Blade to follow Oscarinen, and you're right. A Shield of Daybreak spells night for Oscar. A double kill already as Hans Summer is lining him up to spike him down. Skumon will not get off Upset's head, and Hans either takes this or Skumon will. In the end, Broken Blade gets a cheeky chink in there. The G2 have now killed 3 with big death timers. This is where it feels like the book will close.
Chaotic fights back and forth. Over 50 kills. This is G2 versus Fnatic, and it is G2 looking to take round 1.
G2, it was hard fought, but they find the picks, they find the team fights, and there's just nothing that Fnatic can do to stop them.
The play was fun, it was scrappy, but G2 take game 1 in this best of 3. One step closer, the BO5s, and to yet another final.
Crazy back and forth. It felt like Fnatic had it after the first ace, but then we just saw fight swing after swing, objective after objective. But in the final moments, it was G2 that clutched up. It was Hans Summer that clutched it up. And G2 were able to find a big win.
G2 are running off the stage. Must feel really good after that first game, as we're going to have a short break and return.
Kind of play out of that poke opportunity, and then one reset in a fight, and you can suddenly pop off. Because apart from the Azir, to a certain extent, you're quite short range on...
Razork is going to get the double crab. Mickey threatening and engage with the Hans, spacing him quite well. Here comes Razork once more.
Well, Mickey's already dead before the play starts off, though. Flashes the boomerang blade. Lebrov now going to find Razork yet again. He can't sidestep that one. Great shove against the wall. Kill over to Upset. In the end, Lebrov actually got first blood against Mickey, but it's Upset who succeeds with his own kill.
Best case.
Upset gets his little reset and attack speed. Now the Humanoid's here. Second one, too. G2 are walking down, but they're walking down late, and Fnatic now have Humanoid with an ultimate available. Lebrov's up against the wall, an easy charm and an easy kill. A good punish from Fnatic.
G2 never should have contested.
Right now it's a 25%.
It's deceptive, that HP.
Yeah. AQs once, he's down to half HP. Caps ultis in once, and Humanoid flashes away, and that's the other core of it, is, as you said, the Lulu great against this mid, but Caps is dead. In the meanwhile, Razork gets an impale and drags Lebrov back on this Lulu. He's not having a fun time with the Scorpion King in his face. Needs Skewmon to zone, and at least he does, because otherwise Lebrov was there.
G2 are actually hitting quite a lot of the strides right now. Skewmon hit 6. Oh, hang on.
PP is good. Hans Summer with the spell shield, though, won't stop the Magnet Storm. In the end, the traps are now down, and Humanoid runs in. This is an easy kill. It looks like Upset will get it as well. Has to flash as the barrier for Hans Summer keeps him alive at the zap. Then flashing will keep him alive too. Lebrov zones off, and Fnatic, now as they move into River, are slowly getting poked out. Saplings, Lebrov, Caps, it's all in. Humanoid has enough of it, and now he's all in. Perfect crash down as well. Mickey sets it up, and Fnatic, as they spike it down, have to deal with Broken Blade. He gets the double. Infinite Duress flies over, and he's got a scuttle. He's just autoing down, and Razork is going to lose this. The Jaws, even with the wall pushes. He knows what Scorpion smells like. So Razork running away. Dragon given to G2.
A heavy commitment to getting the kill onto Lebrov.
Worth it to find out. That's the answer.
Yeah. Oscarin chases up, but Fnatic's moving around the map. As you said, it's slick. They open up mid as well, or at least they're about to. Under turret, Mickey has been found out by Skewmon, so maybe this was not the best call as Hans Summer gets a kill. Mickey a little bit deep again.
Yeah, Mickey's had some rough ones.
He still has the TP available, but he is reaching that late game point incredibly quickly.
Oh, as under turret, Broken Blade is just trying to find his mark, but he's going to get ganked by 3 members of Fnatic running for his life, but I think he knows he's not getting out. He's charged and he's dead. A shutdown given over to Oscar for the cost of the turret.
And 30 seconds until Dragon is up and available, so Fnatic
just to escape. Caps holds onto his. Humanoid now doesn't have that available if this turns into a full-blown fight.
I mean, it's very likely to. Lebrov is around. Sivir pushes into mid-wave.
Flash away from the Impale. That's Lebrov getting out of dodge. Now the poke for Lebrov. It's not going to do much against Scorpion as that TP behind enemy lines is Humanoid, but again, without ult. He comes in with a fresh item as top lane turret's going to die, but in the corner of our screen, we see this fight brewing instead. A good charge into the wall as Oscarina gets turned into a polymorph. A shutdown already built up by Caps, and G2 have won this fight. Now they're sending Fnatic out of this same fight. Oscar has to charge. He's fleed. Broken Blade comes in and bites him down, and Fnatic, again, not having Humanoid in hurts, but G2 quick to the pounce, have just destroyed this game wide open. Infinite Dress over the wall as well. And Mickey,
he's playing with his food.
Going to kill him eventually. An ace for G2.
I mean, Caps' flank was monstrous in that fight, and G2 are...
Potential of an engage as G2 are going to walk away with all the gold they could spend.
You know, some things change and others stay the same.
Stay the same.
And Fnatic.
Ooh. Caps in. Humanoid dead. Didn't even get the ult or flash.
I mean, Caps is
some
still
things change.
Yeah, Caps, he's still the same.
Impale's going to be used. Broken Blade's ulti just got interrupted. He flashes away. And that Arakan buff is now gone.
Caps!
But yeah, Caps is just autoing Oscar Redden. Fnatic are breaking apart.
I mean, Caps just... I mean, can I even say it was an outplay? 6k gold lead now.
Good rocket to stop it. Razork actually might find something here as well.
Surely this time.
Surely this is the moment, right? Caps dies here, right, guys?
They want to give the kill to Upset.
They really do want to give some gold back to their carry. Do not let Caps auto him down. Oh, that would have been a disaster. Where do you want to send this? Because, I mean, I feel like Caps is 2,000 gold
Mickey's
ahead.
sending it into Hans.
He has to, but he's done this before. Mickey X, or with a couple of Ds at the end. Humanoid now goes in. Spirit Rush opens up an opportunity. Oscarin is getting battered by Broken Blade a bit. Humanoid turns his pace in for the Dread. Flash Charm and a public execution. Nice from Fnatic. They get the Wolf down, but Mickey's getting chased out. Where is he? Well, G2 are in a numbers mismatch. Caps is teleported in. A suppression, an impale, a rocket. Skewmon is still available. Lebrov's running out, trying to help out his jungler while zoned out with a glitter lance. He cleanses away, uses the bell so he doesn't get charmed. Caps won't join in. Fnatic, that's the trade. Great spell shift from Hans Sama. The charm onto Caps. The Sun Turret dropping down as Upset takes a bit of damage from it. He gets himself a bit of excitement too. The traps are early. The charm will walk Skewmon into it. Zap is there. Playing front to back with the Nature's Grasp is great. And Hans Sama firing away. Caps ends their day. You thought this would go to 3. Put it away. G2. Just when you doubt them, they come back in and show you who's the king of the league.
Caps and Hans just do too much damage. Fnatic falls in front of their base, and G2, they're looking to get a 2-0.
A 2-0 that at the start of this game looked like would go a little bit longer than that, but Caps is king, Caps is key, and G2, we got baited at the start of this split, but not in playoffs as Diving the Fountain brings you to this 2-0 where G2 remain in charge.
G2 in playoffs. Every time you think they're down, they bounce back. And Fnatic, this has got to sting. It felt like everything was leading to this moment of you take down G2, you get the crowd cheering for you, but once more they stand in your way.
You can, of course, vote for your Kia player of the series, Broken Blade, Caps, or Hans Sama. And quite frankly, Hans Sama.
To make sure they get a leg up in the 2v2. So, MKOI, big dive combo. On the other side, KC, a little bit more about the CC and denial into a bit of follow-up from the likes of that Talia. To a second jungle camps coming up. LEC actually skipping over the vision currently. Might just run into Yike. Do it that. We're going to look bot lane briefly though as Alvaro will step forward, puts down the Ignite to Targamas, who's used a steadfast presence, doesn't quite have the passive proc. Kalist did not enjoy the damage back though, nonetheless. Wall.
Nice turnaround though, good call on the wall stun. First blood to Targamas, Kalist got the barrier and survived. Flash on forwards, it doesn't work. And MKOI are fish on a barbecue.
Walls are not your friends.
But MKOI, we've definitely characterized as a fast team. Come and contest as yet.
Especially going into the Poppy and into the Talia, not really where you want to be, especially before you have that Vi ultimate. Braum messes the Q, and that's a miss general.
Okay, well, it's going to be a public, I don't know, bluff is what it'll be, but still the turnaround is pretty good. Alvaro now in danger, getting shunted into a wall. Alvaro gets the grub at least, but Super ain't feeling so hot and goes down for a third kill to Karmine Core.
Oh man, really, really good Talia shove from again than we sometimes expect from both these teams, and you know, it's quite, in fact, actually, if we look back to the first time these guys played this split,
I think it makes some sense. We've got the Aurora in mid lane as well, asked to be more of an AD threat. This vision toggle again. Alvaro tries to buy time, but that door swiftly shut down. Targamas on a killing spree. 3 out of 4 kills going towards the support Poppy. Bloodthirsty, you need Kalist hopping onto the Kaiser, I apologize. Supposed to be a counter matchup the other way around in mid-game. That's nasty stuff from the KC80 carry.
Yike. Tri-Brush has been utterly nasty towards MKOI. They really struggle when that vision is down.
Hang on. Vladdy trying to try and get a hold of the turret, does knock it down, but Jojo's now gone across the veil with the between. Wild flash on forward for the threaded volley, and Yike's there as well and picks up the bunny rabbit. It is rabbit hunting season, folks.
Into this game, yeah. And yeah, they have 4 grubs. They haven't been able to really use them.
Just got mid lane tier 1 as well. Here comes Vladdy to fight over on this Herald. Alvaro in danger. The seismic shove onto Elio and the public execution just shy. But Cannon now still in a good position to fight this one out. 1v3. Targamas flashing for the heroic charge into the wall. Braum about to get caught up by a lot of very angry spectral roots. And Yike gets that kill with the burn.
Why are you positioning HP on your character to be fighting, folks? Super taking that chunk.
Ooh, two-shot barrage came flying across. Was going towards Super. Has picked up at least the honey fruit empowered by the camera. Vladdy also now had his Seraph popped. Overcomes Yike, wants to fight this one off with MKOI. Coming in force, teleporting back in.
between worlds popped by Jojo, looking for a bit more angle. Targamas stunned up, might well be going down first. Kill of the game to Movistar KOI, going to be donated over to Super on the Kaiser.
So, Movistar KOI get themselves something finally. The soul point is go towards the pen instead. Movistar KOI, if they're looking for that one shotgun blast onto the carries, it's not going to help.
Oh, and a Q afterwards as well. Super right back down to 20% HP. This Kaiser has struggled to keep the HP totals high because KC have managed to land a number of key skill shots. Elyoya's just found Kana. There's a turnaround as Yike comes across with the Nature's Grasp. The Vi is experiencing violence. Atakan's just spawned, and you have no spite.
No smites. Elyoya uses the flash to try and escape, but it is control of an area and locking Movistar KOI out of it.
Winning on both sides of the map, you get the kill, you get the Atakan, all the while your Talia isn't even there. This game is looking exceptionally...
And while this is happening, helping with the setup, the Herald just forcing Movistar KOI to respond in mid lane. Ezreal keeps firing out Qs because he absolutely can with those. Turret might even just die here. Movistar KOI, what is your answer?
Picture in picture, there's a 1v1 happening. The public execution buffered through with the all-out. I think they will get the withdrawal. Nice 1v1 by Mirwin, but it's a feel-good moment. It's not actually a proper kill. And all the while, mid lane, Targamas looking to try and get across Elyoya, who's shot back into a seismic shot. Oh! Cease and desist is just Vi being deceased. Nature's Grasp comes across, a teleport in from Jojo to his own tier 3 to try and join the fight. Goes across the veil and between worlds, but that rabbit is being hunted again, can go nowhere but an early grave.
That is a very, very sad Jojo Pyun who just can't make those big plays because there's just no one left to follow them up. Have the Atakan left up now. They get to take themselves the soul at 23 minutes. This is so... Just trust in me because Vladdy could have TP'd to save Kana. Chose not to, knows his top lane is going to live. Another tower goes down. Another Vial doesn't get what Movistar KOI want from them. They're trying to make plays. None of them have worked.
They are coming up absolutely empty. Karmine Core on the other side, everything they touch turns to gold. It's the Midas touch right now, and it does feel a bit mythological, this lead right now. 10.2k, not even got Baron spawned. They're breaking another inhibitor. They're still waiting to try and find a moment. Movistar KOI, I think it's a desperation play. It's a Hail Mary and pray, and you find something at this point because everything else has failed.
2 inhibitors down at 25 minutes. A soul on top of just outside the Raptors, but that doesn't particularly fill you with much joy, because you can't see the Baron going down right now.
And it is going down. Jojo's going to come across, and Movistar KOI have the unenviable job of making their way through their own red side jungle to try and contest. I just don't think they're going to have an opportunity. The Baron's going to go down. Can they find an option afterwards? The wall to deny 2 people coming across there.
Wait, the Poppy?
Nature's Grasp. Poppy looking for a slam into the Talia wall. Weaver's wall does it to work. Alvaro now in danger, trying to run away. Flash shot forward. Vladdy gets that one. On the other side, Elyoya goes into the backline. Super tries to alter. They don't even find that. It is just another disaster of a fight. Karmine Core can do no wrong. And Movistar KOI, it's back to the drawing board. Game 2 has to be on your mind now.
Oh, build your own wall stun combo here. Vladdy helps set up Targamas and helps put Movistar KOI into the dirt. There's a teleport towards the top side. A sapling is going to stop Super from backing. He won't even get the joy of seeing the Nexus fall on his own screen.
Targamas throws down steadfast presence to force Super to execute, and that's about the best you can get this game. The Nexus turrets are done, and Karmine Core make a statement, and it is that we are here to demolish you. A clean, clinical game from the French team. The blue wall is 10 miles high.
Karmine Core, strike first in El Clasico. 1 death between them on the entire team, and that's on Targamas, who I think was absolutely stellar that game. This was not close. Both of these teams walked away, I think, with pretty convincing 2-0s yesterday. If anything, you looked at that late game from Game 2 of Karmine Core versus Vitality, you say, oh, well, maybe we'd have some worries about that. Absolutely none here in Game 1. Movistar KOI will have to go back to the drawing board and find some way to get themselves... So here, it's Karmine Core. Look to seal out a 2-0 here if they could get themselves... Many names he goes by, but still, if this is a really lane-dominant top laner, really helps you brawl around the place. I look at Karmine Core's comp and
be here, but I don't know whether 2 people will survive this dive all that well against 4. Movistar KOI here with a lot of members. Here comes the dive. It'll be Alvaro going forward to the grand entrance, and immediately down into the bailout goes Targamas. Renata cannot save her business this time around.
Sadly, Zornite can't help.
We have a look around as Yike looks to try and steal away some grubs. Not some grubs, some raptors, I apologize, but he's going to be spotted out doing this, and Jojo's coming on a roam. Going to try and force out a flash or perhaps an ult. The cycle comes on down, shuffle back towards his team. Elioya will hop forwards. Flash for a Dragon's Rage, and now Vladdy's in danger too. Trying to run away. The shield from Targamas might be enough for turnaround. Arcane here to stay. Wonderful Storm.
A little bit too far there. Don't have the Ren stacks in there just yet.
Don't. They're going to start stacking them in now though. Keep going on forwards. Yikes there as well. I don't think MKOI will be able to contest that, so 2 grubs and a dragon is KC's all from that set of objectives. And all the while, Elioya and Super are starting up the dragon. Karmine Corp still trying to find a way on in here. They just don't have the control, though. It'll be very tricky to force it. Targamas flash for a handshake. Jojo dies! Flash after the Emperor's survival, not keep him alive. And now Elioya and the rest of MKOI forced to run away. Mirwin on the side looking for the Soul Flag. Gets it onto Vladdy, but it doesn't lead to that much damage. There's enough shields around with the Siphon power. Onto the dragon we go, and the Ren stack's just not on in. Fate's Call used. Hostile takeover, and Alvaro running away with the quickness, but he's just not quick enough. Just about survives now. Elioya into the backline, tries to get onto Vladdy, who's fallen down into a bailout, gets more back to life as he flashes on in with a Hex Tech Ray renamed after his rework, and Mirwin has some spears pulled out of him. It's an awful acupuncture session, and Karmine Corp come alive in this game.
Karmine Corp clutch it out. Targamas taking away Jojo at the start of the fight.
Even just earlier today, we saw a bit of a fumble. Ghostblade just popped by Canna, looking to get onto Mirwin. The Karma, not the easiest to lock down, will be thrown back with a thundering blow on the Jays. Gets handshook as well, and Mirwin, that's just too far.
Thinks he's safe pushing up the lane, and he's not. The Ghostblade movement speed from Kana making the difference, allows him to punt him back. They take a turret, they take the Atakan, and once again, Karmine Corp more clean in the run-up to these objectives in the last couple we've seen. Now they have themselves a great situation. Again, last game, they had the Atakan into the Soul. This game, even with
it's hard work still.
Yeah, of course, the last time we saw them, just kind of pops that Ghostblade, always a little bit scary when you hear that screech. What's he looking to do? Not that much right now.
On to Alvaro, who's got enough for sure. Looks for the quickness into the backline, but Fate's Call denies the pick onto Targamas. Juice chunk onto Yike nonetheless, and Berserk, courtesy of a hostile takeover. This business plan is pretty damn nasty from Karmine Corp. They pull away, they get the kill onto Super, who had flash, had ult, could use neither.
Oh, Super just can't quite get himself that fight. First fight for this dragon. Last time, Jojo gets caught out. This time it's Super. It's a great combo coming through, though, from Khalees and Targamas to finish it off. They will get themselves, once again, a very early dragon. Vladdy and Canna both going to be able to get back out onto the map if that poke ward is lost a little bit. Of course, the same can be said of MKOI. Trying to starve up a Vision. That's a really good arcane storm.
Goes into the backline, doesn't really get all that much done with the quickness. It's just a quick trip to the grave. He's down. Super goes up into the end with a Feather Storm. Just doesn't matter that much. Has to flash away. Does stay alive at least this time. Yike also up and about. Did not fall down despite the HP bar trades. You have our lost your support. Baron's up, and Karmine Corp head on over. I think they might start this one up. Are they just going to pick up the wards?
Yike is very low HP. He can tank up a little bit with the clone. Do MKOI know this is happening, and can they do anything about it? They're teleporting in.
Mirwin's going to get a Defiance to the heal, but no counter flashes out on the end of that tether. So Mirwin shields themselves and backs away. Targamas still low. They know it's happening now, courtesy of Foresight Alteration. Vladdy on a flank will be spotted out. Over the back end of this, can look for his deal, but it's still into a Callista Ren. Goes and steals it! He steals the Baron! Again! Karmine Corp fail a Ren Smite combo. It happened the other day. They pick up a kill afterwards. Movistar Koi get out like bandits!
In 2 days where they make a similar mistake with the Callista.
And again, I echo what Hysterics and Dagda said there, and is actually maybe we have to hold that. Mirwin's been engaged on the cycling, comes down. It's still a very tanky Karma. In goes Alvaro though with the quickness, and Yike's in danger. Goes berserk, courtesy of the hostile takeover, stays alive for a second or two. Yike burning but alive. Super into the air, got the feather pull onto Callista, who still survives. The Arcane Storm claims that one. They go 3 down. They got the Baron, but Karmine Corp lose no members in that fight.
Oh yeah, Karmine Corp slap back, lose a Baron, take the kills. Who cares after that point? I don't think now that MKOI are going to be able to use this objective. How did that setup happen in the first place? Left alone in that mid lane, unsupported by some other members away from the lane, and gosh, that chase is starting to really hurt. Karmine Corp spare their blushes of losing that objective just a little bit.
We haven't really talked about it all that much. We mentioned the Ghost
Flash on Vladdy and Khalees as well, but they have a Renata and they have the gold lead bluntly as well. It's much easier for them to play out these fights. MKOI, if they want this to go to 3 games, are going to have to outplay a difficult scenario. Yikes!
Oh, they've got it onto Jojo! He can't hit the arm guard. He's taken out Super, trying to hit him. Massive
series.
Inclement weather comes in from the mid laner of Karmine Core, and Movistar Koi cannot outplay the late game.
That Baron steal gave you a moment of hope. They had control over the river. It felt like their time and an engage come through a Movistar Koi. Blink and you miss them. Their health bars are all gone. The game is gone. It's just a weekend of 2-0s, and Karmine Core reap the rewards. They are going on to the upper bracket.
Besides a Baron steal, it really felt like it was all blue here today in El Clasico, as apparently they call it. What a clean series around objectives from Karmine Core. Really good reserve play, showing that it's not just about getting the early game bot lane lead and then just steamrolling from there. As we saw yesterday, it got a little bit difficult when they didn't have that in game 2 as cleanly. Really good play around those objectives.